tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Kareem Akbar. That's right, the educated brother from the bank. He's the real head of the CMB, the brains behind the whole thing. I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of order. If I'm going down, I'm taking a whole lot of people with me.
Order in the court.
Hey y'all, Gravity, any day above ground livid. Hope everyone's doing well on this Saturday before the pagan holiday of Easter. And like I said, I was cooking. I got this lamb neck braising right now. Got the rice and peas cooking. So if you hear a little bit of maybe like 30 seconds of dead air, that's just me running to turn the rice off. But we're here. And we don't care if it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, a Saturday, or Sunday. Especially an extra one that we had this year. We're going to make sure that you are informed here on Beyond Borders Media. BRICS. Ooh, I've been talking about BRICS for the last year and a half now. A lot of people are ignoring this. Hell, even Putin mentioned BRICS to Tucker Carlson and people still went back to sleep. Okay, well, maybe this will wake you up because we all know the month of April is the signaling of spring and also the signaling of a change of the season. And it might be the change of the season for the Western powers. Oh, yes. Because over the last 48 to 72 hours, BRICS has been making hella moves way beyond just adding Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, and the UAE. They've been talking about dumping money onto the world markets, like that ending of that video with Dr. Dre when he walked in and bailed everybody out with the bag full of money. That's what they're trying to do. Hell, they're even mad now. Even your big publications, they just throw out innocuous stories now, trying to say, it's just BRICS. They just talking. They just talking. Okay. They're just talking. Well, let's see if they're just talking. Let's just see. And everybody say hi to Instagram. Say hi to Instagram. But before we get into this BRICS discussion, let's see who's in the building. Hacksign KT, good morning. Jerry Bedford, good morning. Wallow J, good morning. Brother Torian, good morning. Miss Nisi, good morning. Brooklyn Queen 125, good morning. Wallow J, good morning. Oh, I said you good morning already, but whatever. Reparations Nation, good morning. Black Woman Stand Up, good morning. All right, let's get into it. You know where we're going to start, family? We're going to go south. And Loser Rug, good morning. We're going to go south. Who in the chat? I'm going to see if y'all been paying attention. Who in the chat? Who have I been talking about coming up as an emerging superpower within the last 6 months to a year? Who have I talked about? Let's see if anybody can get it. Let me see something. My bad. I have to go to the green for 1 second. I need to find something. Okay. All right, back to orange. Let's see a response in there. I will look in 1 second. I just forgot to get my transition. I'm just trying out a new aesthetic. This is going to be, anytime I talk about BRICS from now on, I will use the orange aesthetic. I know somebody's going to say I'm copying off of Black Light. Yeah, well, some people copy off of greatness, so leave me the fuck alone. Wild J said Venezuela. Nope, not Venezuela. But you're close. It's not Venezuela. Damn, that lamb neck smelled good, boy. Starting back in green. Yes, Black Woman Stand Up. We have been talking about BRICS, but it's not BRICS. Brazil, nope, but you're close. Lamb chops, no. Lamb neck. Lamb neck. It's a very good cut of meat for braising. Very good cut. Motherfucker, where's my shit? Get that one too. Fuck it. We're just gonna have to do it with this. All right. I see nobody's getting it. Argentina, nope. All right, y'all got to start paying attention when I'm talking. I'm trying to help y'all.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
family. Y'all got to start paying attention when I tell you this. I've been talking about Guyana for almost the last year. Guyana has billions. Yeah, y'all don't hear me. Billions of dollars in oil reserves offshore. Billions. And I told y'all a year ago when they started when the 4 big oil companies, well, then it was 3, when they started pumping and started finding money, we did the broadcast that outlined how the Indo-Guyanese were starting to build up their infrastructure and fuck over the Afro-Guyanese. And we're a year later and it's still happening. But cool. I warned y'all, Guyana is about to become the jewel of the Caribbean. Everybody want to talk about, y'all got to go to Jamaica. Y'all got to go to the U.S. Virgin Islands. You got to go to the Bahamas. Fuck that. Guyana is about to become the place of not only South America, but the place to do business in the Western Hemisphere in 5 years. As much effort as they're putting into Miami, trying to build that up as a cultural and business sector, Guyana, especially with the money just coming straight to them, can fuck around and be the gateway to Western currency. But I'm also telling you, do not be surprised if you hear Guyana putting in their application to join BRICS. And if that happens, it's game over. I know you think that little Indian-based country that they eat the iguanas, allegedly, that you think they can't do something. Okay. I want y'all to pay particular attention to this interview. Now, who you see on the screen, this is the Prime Minister of Guyana, the president, as you will, Mr. Ali. I've talked about him in that other broadcast as well. Listen to how he talks to the BBC. Just listen. Fair use.
Let's take a big picture look at what's going on here. Over the next decade, 2 decades, it is expected that there will be $150 billion worth of oil and gas extracted off your coast. It's an extraordinary figure, but think of it in practical terms. That means, according to many experts, more than 2 billion tons of carbon emissions will come from your seabed, from those reserves, and be released into the atmosphere. I don't know if you, as a head of state, went to the COP in Dubai.
Let me stop you right there. Do you know that Guyana has a forest forever that is the size of England and Scotland combined? A forest that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon, a forest that we have kept alive, a forest that we have kept alive.
Does that give you the right? Does that give you the right to release all of this carbon?
Does that give you the right to lecture us on climate change? I am going to lecture you on climate change because we have kept this forest alive that stores 19.5 gigatons of carbon that you enjoy, that the world enjoy, that you don't pay us for, that you don't value, that you don't see a value in, that the people of Guyana has kept alive. Guess what? We have the lowest deforestation rate in the world. And guess what? Even with our greatest exploration of the oil and gas resource we have now, we will still be net zero. Guyana will still be net zero. With all our exploration,
couple of
we'll
points.
still be net zero.
Powerful words, Mr. President.
But I am not completed as yet. I am not finished as yet. I am just not finished as yet. Because this is the hypocrisy that exists in the world. The world in the last 50 years has lost 65% of all its biodiversity. We have kept our biodiversity. Are you valuing it? Are you ready to pay for it? When is the developed world going to pay for it? Or are you in the pockets? Are you in the pockets of those who have damaged the environment? Are you in the pockets? Are you and your system in the pockets of those who destroyed the environment through the Industrial Revolution and now lecturing us? Are you in their pockets? Are you paid by them? Are you paid to keep their
Mr. President?
Well, there you go. Now, Nightfall Drop, you asked a couple great questions. Number one, no, they're not owned by Britain. They used to be called British Guiana, but no longer. What they have done is, and Britain is an asshole, but what Britain has done is they said, okay, we see your money coming, and we want to make sure we're in on the ground floor on that. So what they did is in 2022, made sure to lift the visa requirement for people from Guyana to go to Britain because they want those Guyanese dollars that are starting to get up in value. And the GT gold, they want that in Britain. They even established a Chamber of Commerce directly responsible for dealing with Guyana. Okay. And you said, is it the whole point of BRICS to get off the petrodollar? Yes and no. They understand that they're still going to have to deal with the petrodollar for maybe a couple more years until they can get their strategic nations underneath the wing and established. Then they start trading with their own money. You cut out the petrodollar. Petrodollar is useless because you're going to have countries like, I said, Guyana. You could even have countries like Venezuela if they so choose. You can have those countries underneath your wing. You could just deal with them directly. You don't have to go through OPEC, which cuts out a whole lot of money for the rest of the world. And then it gets fun. Great Black Shark, good morning. President Ali has a backbone. Both Russia and China definitely have their eyes on them to add them BRICS. Like I said, don't be surprised because around the summertime, that's when you start hearing applications getting sent out or people asking for applications. Funny thing, we're going to show you a country that asked for an application, and we're going to see if they have the tools to get them underneath that. Kelvin Black, good morning. They're not a member per se. They're not really a member. It's kind of murky. I don't really understand it myself. It's kind of like a lesser, I guess the best way I could say is this is a lesser version of Jamaica. It's a lesser version of what Jamaica got to go through. Way lesser. Because the Brits don't really interfere with Guyana unless you want to use British petroleum as a entry point. But again, it gets murky. But there's that. Now, shout out to y'all for sending me articles about what's going on with BRICS. I appreciate that. So we're going to look at this one first. From Reuters. BRICS Development Bank aims to make $5 billion in loans in 2024. Let me go check this right for 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to let y'all read the first paragraph, and then I'm going to ask questions. Right. Ooh. All right. Rice is done. And that my nice land necks are grazing away. Okay. Nightfall drop. You're asking a lot of good questions this morning. I like it. You said, but doesn't that cut out a frick ton of Middle Eastern sheiks and sheikhs who make money hand over fist on the petrodollar? No, because if they work it out correctly, they'll be double dipping. They'll be selling their oil to BRICS nations for a discount. They'll sell it to the rest of the world at price. And then they'll have Guyana's resources. They could just sell with each other. They're all going to make money. And we're all going to look stupid. But let's see. Antithesis, good morning. Cosmos Fury, good morning. Okay. Let's read this article via Reuters. The new development bank set up by the BRICS group of emerging economies aims to make about $5 billion in loans this year. Its Vice President Zhao Qiangwu said on Tuesday. During the epidemic, our business has been somewhat affected, and now everything is going back on track, Zhao told Reuters on the sidelines of the annual Bao Forum. Zhao did not elaborate on how the bank may have been off track, but said China and India have received slightly more investment from the bank than other members. because they're both kicking each other's asses right now. They're all arguing with each other, so you got to make them happy. Excuse me. Headquartered in Shanghai, the NDB was set up in 2015 by Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, collectively known as the BRICS countries. Zhao also said he expected China's economy to grow by 5% this year, in line with the government's target. So it's very short, but keep this in mind. Keep this in mind. So now we go to this. Now, this was back in February. Via CNBC. BRICS nations to see highest surge in millionaire count over the next decade exceed the rise in G7 countries. Woo! Give it a decade when that president of this country and the rest of the G7 asked these BRICS countries, why did you go over there?
Sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
They're going to start talking hella gangster to the U.S. And they're going to play this on TV. The whole world will see the G7 get punked. Woo! The BRICS Economic Coalition of Emerging Markets is about to see an 85% surge in millionaire count over the next decade, far exceeding any other group of nations. The group of 7 is expected to see the number of millionaires in the region increase by 45% over the same period. And yes, I got something coming on Trump. I'm going to drop that tomorrow. How ironic. I'm about to eviscerate that man on Easter, the pagan holiday. So be on the lookout for that. Millionaire population in the BRICS country will see a substantial surge over the next decade, contributing to the largest increase in wealth across any group of nations, according to a recent report by Henley and Partners. Millionaire count of the BRICS countries, which together hold 45 trillion in investable wealth, is forecast to rise by 85% over the next 10 years. The investment migration consultancy noted in its report published in partnership with global intelligence firm New World Wealth. The BRICS bloc, which is composed of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has expanded to include Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, the United Arab Emirates this year, with Saudi Arabia also set to join the bloc. Currently, there are 1.6 million individuals with investable assets of more than $1 million in the group. Damn. Excuse me. Mm. 12 zeros? Jesus. That's way past billions and trillions. Jesus. Mm. The 85% forecast for BRICS will be the highest wealth growth of any bloc or region globally, Andrew Amolis, wealth analyst at New World Wealth, told CNBC. In comparison, the group of 7, which held 110 trillion in investable wealth as of December 2023, is expected to see the number of millionaires in the region increase by 45% over the next decade. Data provided by analysts showed. The G7 is a coalition of the world's advanced economies, comprised of Canada, France, Japan, and Italy, the US, the UK, and the European Union. Y'all think y'all funny. They're not a fucking... So the European Union is damn near the whole continent, but all right. Well, I should say Siamese continent. That's what I should say. But that's neither here nor there. Italy's so damn advanced, their Italian food sucks.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
Japan's such an advanced economy. Shout out to Japan, but they're in a recession right now.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
France has the Olympics coming, and they're still looking like a shithole.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
The U.S. can't pick a Speaker of the House, but want to lecture the entire world on what's going on outside.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
The U.K. wants to lecture everybody, but the U.K. can't even accurately stop a story about one of their royal matriarchs or those in line. Y'all can't even keep people from speculating that your king either died or one of your royal family ran away.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
But you expect us to listen to you lecture the world when TikTok is whooping your ass right now when it comes to the truth.
I actually
Do the mathematics.
yeah.
Math don't lie.
Yeah. We good. We good. We good. We continue. BRICS is challenging the world order and establishing itself as a powerful rival to the G7 and other international institutions. Henley and Partners managing partner and head of Southeast Asia, Dominic Volek, said during a webcast presentation. You see, Southeast Asia, but they put a white man. Okay, I'm curious. I could be wrong, but Dominic could be a white man. I could be wrong. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lord have mercy. Would y'all like to see Dominic? Would y'all like to see Dominic? We could show y'all Dominic.
You know, let me go here. There is I'm gonna move on. There's a growing concern in
Couldn't even make you say you get an Asian person to be the head of that. You got Dominic. Dominic. Hello, Dominic. This ain't no hate on you. We just like to provide everybody with accurate research so they know and we know and I know who we're dealing with. No, Cosmo Fury, that is not Frankie Muniz. That is Vin Jones. That is Vin Jones. He looked like he just came from helping Memphis Rain steal 50 cars in one night, and then he had to go back to the day job. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But we're here. India is leading the charge in wealth expansion with an estimated 110% jump in wealth per capita by 2033, followed by Saudi Arabia, where per capita wealth is forecast to expand by over 105% across the same period. So basically, you're telling us that Saudi Arabia finna double their money in the next 9 years. Okay. UAE is poised for 95% growth, while China and Ethiopia's wealth is expected to grow 85% and 75% respectively. And respectively. Shout out to Shout out to the spirit of Haile Selassie. Shout out. Ethiopia, for your sake, I hope you stay on code. Hopefully. Hopefully you'll stay and call out the fuck shit. But we know money can make people do strange things. But let's hope. In the past decade, China's private wealth expansion led the charge among the BRICS countries with a staggering 92% growth, mostly off our money, but you let them tell it. While India came in second at 85% expansion over the same time span. The UAE followed in third place with a 77% wealth growth. Other members of the BRICS coalition, such as South Africa and Iran, have seen a decline in their millionaire population since 2013 because they all run. Oops. Maybe you didn't want to tell them that part. They leave. They go to the US, they go to Canada, they go to France, they go to the Netherlands, they run. They go to Dubai. But y'all don't want to say that. All right. And there's that. Time to have fun. Now we go over to this article. Who's ready for the doom and gloom?
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in
BRICS. BlackRock CEO warns debt crisis could end US dollar. This came out yesterday. Beautiful piece of tape. We're just going to let y'all breathe on that for another 10 seconds. Another 10 seconds. All right. BlackRock, who's helping buy up all the homes in this country and having their fingers in everything, from shipping to where you get food. The debt crisis. With the BRICS bloc bringing about renewed global interest in moving away from the greenback, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink I say nothing. I say nothing. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm being quiet. I promise you I'm going to behave. BlackRock CEO Larry Fink says the ongoing debt crisis could end the US dollar. Specifically, Fink told Forbes that the situation is more urgent than I can ever remember. The $34 trillion US debt has been an ongoing source of concern for many in the country. Moreover, that worry extends to global powers as well, as they have come to rely on the dollar. Yet that has slowly been changing, with various central banks diversifying their currency holdings in anticipation of a collapse that may be inevitable. Don't you just love it when they forecast a collapse, but they're in the background helping it happen? But we don't speculate over here. Bullshit. America was built on speculation. Let's continue. BlackRock CEO warns of urgent debt crisis that threatens the dollar. Throughout the last year, the US dollar has been confronted with a shifting global narrative. Although it remains the global reserve, its fragile economic state has concerned a host of countries. That resulted in many seeking to diversify their holdings, with many acquiring gold. That situation has only perpetuated the concern that those within the country maintain. Indeed, among BRICS actions regarding de-dollarization, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink has warned of the U.S. debt crisis and its effect on the dollar. Specifically, he noted that the problem could have drastic implications requiring urgent attention. BlackRock is among the most prominent asset management firms on the planet with nearly $10 trillion in assets under management. Its head, Larry Fink, recently told Forbes that the increase in debt will have massive ramifications on the country as a whole. Quote, a high debt America would also be one where it is much harder to fight inflation since monetary policy makers could not raise rates without dramatically adding to an already unsustainable debt servicing bill, Fink said. However, the BlackRock head is not the only one of the finance sector's primary voices speaking out about the debt issue. JP Morgan and Chase CEO Jamie Dimon called the debt issue the most predictable crisis in history. That's rich coming from this dude, Mr. 2008. That's what I call him, Mr. 2008. You damn near destroyed the world's economy because you wanted to give out predatory loans that were bullshit on toxic assets. But we're not going to go there today. We're not going to go there. Reaching 34 trillion, the issue is poised to be one that could spell disaster for the United States in the coming years. Nightfall Drop said all the whole got Africans with the nerve to ask FBA to come back home and fix their ish. Well, most of them don't even have the assets to get into BRICS yet, so let them talk. Speaking of Africa, I've mentioned this country trying to get into BRICS as well. I want to see if anybody was paying attention. Who wants to take a shot at this country trying to join BRICS? While y'all are doing that, we're going to make sure to give me some sort of monetization, even though once they listen to it, they're going to tell me that they can't give it to me because I don't know. I didn't even say nothing in here that's wrong, but all right. Ah, Wallow J, very good. You got it. Very good. Very good.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
And yes, Blueberry Muffin, I saw you got it as well. Very good. Yes. Nigeria is contemplating BRICS membership. Nigeria is considered an economic power in West Africa. Okay. And it runs in the third position behind Egypt and South Africa. Okay. While expert opinions suggested it qualifies to join BRICS, an association of emerging economies that primarily seeks to promote economic cooperation and development amongst its members, Nigeria maintains that it can only make such a decision over the next 2 years. BRICS portrays its strength in this revolutionary, multipolar processes of the century. I don't know what the hell this motherfucker can't write, but all right, we're going to try. And further to that, BRICS members bring diversity, strengths, and perspectives to the association. Diversity, strengths. Don't let the white supremacists hear that. They get mad. Each dimension's augmenting its capability to influence global trade, economics, and politics. Generally, the criteria for ascension was by consensus played at the last BRICS summit. We know about who they let in, and then Argentina bowed out because Malay he was gotten to by them folk, but you know, that's a whole different subject that is kind of funny the way it's playing out, but we'll save that for another day. Listen to this. In official speeches, Russia always describes Ethiopia as the poorest but a strategic partner in Africa. It assertively backed Ethiopia's BRICS membership in Johannesburg. Why is that? Because they're on the east side of Africa. That gives them strategic access to India and China. They're not slick. But okay. Don't be surprised if you eat Ethiopian food in, what is it, Addis Ababa, and they give you vodka. Don't be surprised. Senegal and Ivory Coast. Here's the problem, Blueberry Muffin. I feel you on that. Senegal's too beholden to the French. I don't see that happening. Ivory Coast, I don't know. I don't know. I know they have a lot of assets and they would be attractive. They're too beholden to Europe. I don't see it. But again, there's nations here that we didn't even think we were going to get there and they got there. So that's just the beauty of BRICS. Russia has taken over the BRICS presidency in 2024, and one of its priorities is the process of expanding its membership. The step represents an important stage in the further development and strengthening of the BRICS position on the world stage. Furthermore, Russia's leadership of BRICS could serve as the catalyst for the development of Africa. You mean the pillaging that's already happening, and then you put your own infrastructures there so you could have a hub where you can all just go, where the weather is nice? All right. Got it. Opportunities related to investment, education, policy, and cooperation have the potential to change Africa's development trajectory. BRICS is currently discussed in the context of its prospects for cooperation with countries of the Global South. President Global Migration Research Institute, Professor Williams Ijoma, has said it is time Nigeria joined the League of Nations and BRICS bloc to rescue Nigeria from the clutch of poverty and open opportunities for rapid development, according to the report in Guardian newspaper. He spoke at a one-day summit on BRICS themed BRICS and the Global South Problems and Prospects, organized by Upriver Needy's Empirical Solution Center, or UNESCO. UNESCO, okay, let's go. Foundation in partnership with the Universal Migration Enlightenment Center, UMEC, in Abuja, Nigeria. He insisted that Nigeria, as a member of the Global South, must join BRICS because global trend shows that the bloc has already overtaken G7 in terms of share of the total global gross domestic product as per purchasing power parity. I think he meant as well as, but okay. BRICS is a very important organization that will enhance the economy of Nigeria because Nigeria has got all it takes to be a world power. We have the raw materials and we have the human resources, and I believe that joining BRICS will boost Nigeria's economy, he said at the summit. According to BRICS, the GDP of their members accounts for 31.5% of global GDP as of 2023, compared to 30.7% of the G7 nations. Nigeria joining this organization is a gateway to boost its influence around the world, no doubt about it. This is based on the abundant human and natural resources to leverage on in the country. I have a question, sir. I have a question. How's that gonna work? How's that gonna work? I'm not knocking Nigeria. I'm really not. Not trying to knock y'all. I have a question. How is that going to work when your greatest ambassadors, your people, are doing this? Y'all got to clean up your house before you invite people in. I'm just saying. Y'all are going to India, passing out ecstasy. I'm not trying to hate on Nigeria. I'm not trying to hate on Nigeria. This is not the purpose of this. You can't be talking about how you're trying to be an emerging nation and you want to join an economic bloc, and you got problems like that, then you got problems like this. Y'all can't even get everybody accurate amounts of fuel. It don't work. It sounds like trash. Y'all are going to, what is it, the UAE, and they're banning you. They're putting visa bans on y'all. Y'all had to beg Twitter to give back. Y'all went and extorted Twitter. Your paperwork ain't really working out here. People not liking your paperwork. Not to mention the videos we've seen. It's not working. You got a lot of cleaning up to do. I'm just saying. Especially with the UAE being in BRICS, they keep banning y'all, then lifting it, then banning y'all, then lifting it. And you want to be cousins with them? You want to be, boy. I'm not hating on y'all. I'm just trying to tell you a story. It don't look right. It don't look right. It don't look right. It don't feel right. It don't smell right. I promise you, I did not mean that. I promise you, bad gravity. I did not mean that. I did not mean that. We're going to talk about that very soon. I didn't mean that. I promise you, I didn't mean that. It doesn't look right. You got a lot of cleaning up to do before Putin and them even think about saying what you got that we have interest in. Y'all can't even get your citizens to stop hating on South Africans and vice versa. How's that gonna work? But you got a lot of natural resources. I just don't know if they're interested in that. Just don't know if they're blueberry muffin out of line this morning. I know it's early, but goddamn, she just roasting these motherfuckers. All right, I see you. I see you. All right, let's finish this up. I got one more article and then I'm getting up out of here. Where the fuck is it? This one? No. Yeah, this one. Professor Williams Ijoma pointed out that the BRICS nations offered a source of foreign expansion for firms and strong returns for institutional investors, adding that the organization seeks to deepen economic cooperation between member countries and stand in contrast to the Western sphere of power. He noted that the present government was doing a lot to make sure Nigeria joined BRICS, pointing out to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, traveled to Moscow for the purpose and to better the relationship between Nigeria and Russia and also that of BRICS. In terms of trade and what Nigeria stands to benefit, a fellow at the Institute for African Studies and the Institute of World Economy and International Relations, Russian Academy of Sciences, Professor, this motherfucker got all these titles. That's what's up. Professor Maurice Okoli explained that BRICS partnership would allow nations to trade among themselves with the local currency without the restrictions of a single currency, the dollar, for international transactions. Yada, yada, yada. Here we go. Nigeria's potential membership has been under serious discussion these several months. Given Nigeria's position as Africa's largest economy, it is expected that the economic bloc would cover the membership of Nigeria in spreading its influence. It is believed Nigeria's foreign relations with the Western powers may be a major reason the country has not yet subscribed to the BRICS memberships. Nigeria's ties with the West, led by the United States, have spanned over 63 years, but this relationship, in the opinions of many observers, has not translated to any substantial benefits for the most populous country in Africa. Damn. So they saying y'all over there doing the Japa move, it don't yield nothing. We ain't got to read no more, family. They done told you. They done told you. Y'all run, you brain drain the nation, and y'all don't even make y'all say y'all throw $1 every month back over there. Y'all not doing nothing. Family, this just confirms to me that they be watching what the Nigerians be saying online. They be watching them. Because again, one of a country's greatest exports and ambassadors is its citizens. And there you go. We ain't got to read no more. I'm finna put this in the chat. Y'all can hold that. You got BRICS saying, listen, we want to bring your ass in, but your ass a little too crazy. We watching Ethiopia. They poor. They ain't got nothing to lose. We finna watch them. Your asses though? Nah. Your asses, y'all got the money, but y'all wilding out. And those are the most dangerous people. All right, let's read this last article. Let me get up out of here. From Nikkei Asia. I wonder what they're going to talk about. Bada boom. UN sanctions on North Korea have been losing their bite. Pyongyang has been boosting trade amid discord in the international community. Yes. Let's get it. Let's get it, son. Everybody wilding out. Everybody wilding out. Let's get it. Un and his sister be going to the UN. They just pop up and be like, man, y'all. And ride out. Oh, man. Economic sanctions imposed by the UN on North Korea have been losing their impact. Despite a series of ballistic missile launches by Pyongyang, the UN Security Council has been unable to pass any new resolutions against the country for more than 6 years due to discord in the international community. North Korea has also been exploiting this disarray to evade existing sanctions by strengthening ties with Russia and using cyber attacks to secure funds and supplies. These motherfuckers. We ain't gonna read them. Oh my God, I can't read no more. I'm laughing. Boy, you gonna make this man look diabolical. He said, come in. He said, come in. I can't read this. And plus, it's a long ass article. Y'all ain't finna listen to me talk about this long ass article. It look like it's like a 10-minute read. Family. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now watch. They're gonna blame Trump for this. Watch. For this sharp decline. They're gonna blame Trump. Watch. Woo! Let's go. This is what we need, family. We need this Discord. This is, listen, I say we use this discourse as a way to navigate, to push the reparations forward, because everybody gonna take their eye off the ball. Everybody. We gotta get that. Y'all gotta get y'all's resolution set, and y'all gotta get a date in the UN. Do you understand how legendary it would be somebody that y'all appoint that is actually for y'all go in front of that UN Council of all the nations, over 200 of them, and y'all say foundational Black Americans and reparations? Lord have mercy. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Woo! Let me tell you something. Twitter would be in shambles. Twitter be in shambles. Everybody, they be, as soon as that is heard and them videos seen it, there'd be 45 spaces about it. 45. You heard what I said. 45. Everybody from the lowest Nigerian to Uncle Luke would be pissed off. Uncle Luke talking about, so what y'all gonna do now? The UN said something about reparation. What y'all gonna do now? Nigga, you know what you can do? Go find a couple bitches to go do some twerking on goddamn South Beach. That's what you could do, sir. That's what you can do. I'm gonna look at Jamaica and be like, what y'all gonna do? Why don't you get up there, hijack the mic, and be like, look here, selector, look here. Yeah. England, suck your mother. Go on, thought, you know. And then you whip out a piece of jerk chicken. You heard what I said. I'm just playing. Jamaica, don't do that. Don't go up there with the jerk chicken nonsense. Don't go up there with the Krispy Kreme donuts. Do not do that. Go in there and be articulate. Assholes. But anyway, I'm finna get out of here, family. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I'll try to be better next time. So like I said, my Trump video coming out tomorrow. That's going to be... I got a lot of choice words for 45. And it's kind of funny that I'm going to eviscerate him and then talk to Dr. Darrell Scott on Monday. But I stand on what I'm going to say in there. I stand on it. We have another entry to the International Idiot Influencers. Oh, Mr. Moreno. That's coming soon. And it will be, we might as well preview it for y'all. Monday begins, dun, 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 New Black Media Appreciation Month. Oh, we got some content coming. And we're going to hopefully have some guests. I think I've confirmed one. I'm waiting on 2 others. That works. Cool. If it don't, it's okay. And I'm also working on something that hopefully I can get done by the end of the month that will be, could be fun. Could be groundbreaking. I don't know. We'll see. I have a very high opinion of myself. But we'll see how this all works out. And who knows? Could be different here. Who knows? But anyway, there's that. I saw Black Light is live, so you can go over there and check him out. I'm going to relax before I have to go to the plantation because I got to go feed white people tomorrow. 7 a.m., not the documentary. That's what time I got to be at work tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to get up out of here. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Stay warm out there. Get some vitamin D, pause. And just enjoy the weekend. Last weekend of March. Damn, March went through quick, didn't it? Damn. But anyway, family. Oh, now StreamYard wants to mess up. Okay, come on, StreamYard. Come on. Come on, StreamYard. There you go. Fucking StreamYard. Not every time I want to leave, it starts slowing down. Anyway. Excuse me. So, for those I didn't say hello to, I apologize on that. There's just a lot of moving parts out here. Just a lot of moving parts. I will make sure to acknowledge y'all next time. I'm going to get a little bit better on that. I feel like I've been slacking. But I love y'all. Stay safe out there. Take care. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence. Make sure they don't run your pockets. Because we know how some of these BRICS nations are. They like to run your pockets.
At the end of the day gotta end.
Hey!